Hello, Josh Levenhagen here. So, the Christ Church Family Ministry email list is just about done. I should be sending out the first email a little bit later on today. So if we don't have your contact info yet, or you haven't joined the Facebook group, please go to Christ Church's Facebook page and under groups look for Family Ministry. And you can email me at christchurchracinefamily@gmail.com, or you can call or text me at 414-651-0448. And please give us your email and your phone number so we can stay in touch with you, resource you, partner with you, and make sure that you're doing all right during this time. Also, if you know anybody who could benefit from all the stuff that we're going to be talking about in these videos every week, please share these videos, get people to join the Facebook group and even the email list. The more the merrier. So here's what the plan is. Here's our definitive plan moving forward. We're going to be making 3 videos every single week. On Monday, we're going to share a video with parenting and school resources, activities, ideas, articles, virtual field trips that you can take. Stuff that's going to keep you from going nuts during the next week. And I'm going to be highlighting a few of the things that I find particularly helpful and resourceful, and we're going to be putting that all on the Facebook group during the week. This is amazing stuff that's been coming across my desk, and I can't wait to share all of it with you so you can help keep your children engaged in the next few weeks. Then at Wednesday, every single Wednesday, I'll be going live at 5, and what we'll be doing is engaging in God's Word. Wednesday, we're encouraging you guys to make family night, and what we're going to be doing is sharing with you guys stuff for your children to do in place of Kids Club, for videos for the youth to be engaging with, where they would have been watching from our online resource. We're just going to put them right on the Facebook group, and we're going to be engaging with tools that help you to dig into the Word, especially for your kids and also for yourself. So join us every single Wednesday live at 5. We're going to be using that time to check in on you and just say, hi, how you doing? And does anybody need anything? Then on Friday, we're going to focus on a piece that I feel like is being neglected already, and it definitely has the potential to be the most neglected over the next few weeks, which is spiritual growth and emotional health. Our children, like we talked about at the Live at 5 video on this last Wednesday, our children are soaking up what is happening right now. And our emotional states now, we have more stress, we have more things on our mind, there's more pressure, we're getting more irritable, and we're in close quarters with each other as families. Emotions are running at a higher level, therefore emotional health should be a higher focus during this time, not a lesser one. And our children take everything that we give them and they absorb it and they process it, and we need to be able to engage with them during this time. So that is what Fridays is all going to be about, devotionals and spiritual growth resources and emotional health. So along those lines, let's jump into what we've got this week for our Friday devotional. I got 3 resources I want to talk to you about this Friday. First one, we've talked about a lot, but we're just going to talk about it one more time. Right Now Media. This is very, very important. It is a massive online library that we have access to as a church. It has Bible studies, book studies, and thousands of hours of children's and youth content that we have access to for free. All you have to do is call the church office at 262-632-1607, and we will get you your own password so that you can have access to this library. Now, once you do have access, let's take a look at some screen footage I took earlier on today. This is Right Now Media. Now, if you want to find something, all you got to do is go to the search bar. Let's say we're looking for the lesson that Kids Club did this last week, which was What's in the Bible, Volume 9, Episode 1, Prophets Everywhere. So I'm going to look up What's in the Bible, and then I can find the volumes, and I'm just going to scroll over here, and there we go. Volume 9. And then you'll see Volume 9, Episode 1 and 2 are already there, and the video's queued up. You can literally have your kids find hours of amazing content on this app, just like you would with Netflix, except it's with Bible studies, and you can watch it with them on Wednesday nights and engage with them. After you've finished watching the episode for each week, I encourage you, go back, take some time, and watch the series all the way up through the episode so far. There are literally dozens and dozens of hours of extra material in the home version that's on Right Now Media that your kids haven't even seen yet. So if they enjoy Wednesday Night Kids Club, have them watch What's in the Bible, and then look at some of the other resources on there. We've got Phil Vischer's actually got a couple of new shows that he's been making that are, some of them are cartoons, a little news show. I believe it's called the Mr. Phil Show. Amazing stuff that is really going to engage your kids, and it's going to be a wonderful way to keep spiritual growth happening at home during this time. All right, so the second resource I'm going to share with you guys is from Orange. Now, Orange is one of the biggest curriculum groups for churches in the country, and they have a resource, a program called It's Just a Phase, and they wrote a book by that same title. I have it here on my shelf. I've been wanting to use this for quite some time, and we were planning on rolling it out months and years in the future, but now the opportunity is here for us to benefit from some of the stuff that they've put out. So what It's Just a Phase is it's a parenting guide mixed with spiritual development, mixed with child development. So what it does is it helps you communicate to your children on any number of topics, anything from the internet to health crises to how to interpret the Bible, and to communicate with them on their level and in a way that they will receive based on the phase of life that they're going through right now. So they do have a resource, a little parent tip sheet on how to talk to your kids during a crisis. And so what happens is they break these sheets down into 4 categories. We have how to talk to your kids during a crisis for preschoolers, elementary, middle schoolers, and high schoolers. And I'm going to send you all 4 and post all 4 to the Facebook group. Check out these resources. It's a great way to look at talking points for engaging with your kids during this discussion, which is something that we're going to have to do, by the way. I know a lot of us were hoping that some of this stuff was going to blow over, but I can tell you that having my chapel times with these preschoolers at our Christ Church childcare, even the 3 and 4-year-olds know that something is going on. Even if we haven't talked to them about it, they know. Which leads me to the last resource I'm going to share with you, which is an article that came to me through the United Methodist resources. It's an article called Helping Children with Scary News. And it's going to be all about how to engage with your kids, to communicate the facts as need to be communicated, but also to do so in a way that is not frightening, in a way that is helping them to interpret the information that's being received, in a way that's reassuring, to know that God is in control, no matter how it feels to us down here, and that God is bigger than anything that we are afraid of. Just this last week, I had a chapel with some of my 3 and 4-year-old kids where we talked about Jesus healing people with diseases, especially leprosy, and how he wasn't scared of the leprosy like everybody else was, so terrified of this terrible disease, but instead he healed people of this disease, and he wasn't frightened. And if we follow Jesus, we don't have to be frightened of disease either. And that was just kind of the theme of last week's chapel, and I ended up incorporating that into the weekly message that I sent out this last Tuesday. The message that we send out every single week had that devotional in it. I'm going to be putting that devotional into a video form so I can share that with you at some point in the very near future. But suffice it to say, this is not a time that is not scary. Absolutely, it is a scary time for us as adults and for our children. But we don't have to communicate just that fear. We can also communicate the fact that we are holding God's hand and that he's got us during this time and that he's not scared by these things. This crisis is not too big for God. For my verse devotional for this week, I've chosen Philippians 4, verses 4 through 7. I'm going to read it to you right now. Rejoice in the Lord always. Again, I will say rejoice. Let your gentleness be known to everyone. The Lord is near. Do not worry about anything, but in everything, by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. I love some of the things that verse is saying. Rejoice in God. Rejoice in the fact that we have heat, food, we have power, we have water. Rejoice in the fact that we have a church family that is here for us, that a earthly family that is here for us as well. Rejoice, be gentle with each other. Understand how your emotions are going to be affecting your family and your children. We talked about on Wednesday how kids are soaking up the emotions of this time. Understand that the Lord is near. Again, we are holding on to his hand. He is here with us. And do not be worried, but bring everything that we have, our frustrations, our fear, our anger, bring those things to God and let his peace settle over all of your hearts and your minds. There's a lot we don't know about the future right now, but his peace can surpass the things that we don't understand. Be safe, be engaged, and be in community during this time. We'll get through this together. God bless. I'll talk to you guys in a few days. Bye.